excuse me, Sagittarius. This is your reading for the new moon in Pisces, which is happening as we speak. So let's just see. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for all your likes and comments and things like that. It helps these videos to be seen by more people. And take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check out any other titles that stand out, Sagittarius. And do look, if you feel like it, the collective reading, because that can often be quite a good general overview of the current rhythms. So let's just see what's happening. We've got the Princess of, I'll talk about this in a minute. We've got the Princess of Wands coming out here. Really this sort of experimental character, breaking free of what, you might say? Well, just internal, limitations, the restrictions, that kind of thing. There's a kind of purification through fire in this card. And we see the altar here, which is a flame, the flaming roses, and this animal figure is part of the breaking through, or the breaking free, or the launching oneself over hurdles that for once and for all, at this time. I can only, say that, because it's just so sort of self-explanatory that we have the full coming through next, unencumbered, this is a whole fresh beginning. And with that, what was I going to say? I just had something there, but yeah, unencumbered by the past. This is totally fresh, new growth. It's really good. It's really good. That's what I was going to say. If you haven't tuned in before, thank you. And thank you if you have tuned in before and you're coming back. But we do go through and clarify. So we've got that Princess of Wands, the flaming, the Queen of Wands, knows exactly what she wants and goes and gets it. Very vital, very bright. It's fire, There's great expression in this card. And it's carrying you into a fresh new start. We then have the Emperor. Look, there's somewhere in here still solid foundations. This could be someone in your life, or it could be that you've achieved your own emperorship, Sagittarius. You know what I mean? You are your own. You are the emperor at this time. You're embodying this. You're in charge. That's pretty good. And what are you in charge of? This wonderful potential here of understanding in its entirety the expansive nature of emotions, of love, how they can sometimes be so restricted and filtered, channeled just to a few people here. This is like a really very expansive idea of the sharing of cup, the reception, the receiving of that as well. It incorporates a lot of people, potentially. So it's a wonderful thing. So let's clarify, shall we? Sagittarius, let's look at the Princess. Whoops. It's maybe, some Sagittarians have had a preoccupation with power, maybe. I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean, having kind of quite firm boundaries and all of that, which is good. There's a shift somewhere here in that. We've got the Page of Swords here. The Page of Swords very consumed as a youth as well. These are both youthful energies. They're learning energies, or learning minds, I should say. This is about full expression. This is about power. what's the connector between the two? You know, the dynamics of power, how we use it, how it works in group, and how it works one-on-one, and how it works within ourselves. And do we have the esteem, self-esteem, I guess, to use it with a wise hand? But look, this figure is learning. You know, I think sometimes it's a lifetime of learning, isn't it? So there's a learning here in terms of expression, and also the dynamics of power. So let's see. Take of it what you will. Sagittarius, let's look at the full. Whatever it is, it's like there's something new happening for you. A new start, definitely, with the full. It might have been something, or it might be something that you've always wanted, or always thought about, or had planned about for a long time. Isn't or wasn't the last few Sagittarian videos. That kind of theme has been coming up a lot, that you've been planning something, planning for a long time, and finally it's coming to you. You've created it. So we're talking the full. We're looking at, you know, new ways of expression, new understandings of our own power, personal power. So we have the full, fresh beginning here. We've got the Six of Cups, really beautiful card, the Six of Cups. Memory, remembering childhood, remembering people from the past, and your own childhood here, and the act of giving without any loaded expectations or agendas. This is about giving. It's all giving and receiving. It's all giving and receiving. But primarily, what am I talking about? Giving with the heart of a child. You know, we can remember sometimes not. Remember when, however small you were, whatever. The concept, we remember what it felt like to understand that what love is. And as a child, it's like outpouring. It's just like a, you know, and we trust and we seek it from others. We're just like sponges. We you know, but that recognition or first understanding of the concept of love is spurring you on here a little bit. And it might be, like in terms of memory, spurring you on, because, yeah, you know, it's pretty clear. Maybe sometimes, you know, sometimes it's not like everyone has a childhood that is good, you know, let's face it. But so with that Six of Cups, we have that Ace of Swords, another ace. So we really are in that mode. Clear, precise. How are you using it? What is the project, or what is this new period, you know, that you're entering, Sagittarius? It seems to be kind of like, you know, something coming true, like a dream coming true, or something, and even just releasing something from the past in the process of embarking on this new thing, whatever it happens to be. God, look, this Knight of Wands has been coming out in every reading. It's just, and now that I'm second from the last one, it's like, again, it's literally in every reading. Impulsive, we really are looking at the Emperor. Can be about restrictions, of course. That's the other side of the emperor. We like to think of him as a benevolent, sort of wise character with those masculine qualities. I'm not talking gender, I'm talking masculine qualities that we all have, whatever our gender happens to be. Qualities, principles, whatever word you want to use. Anyway, so we've got this little Knight of Wands coming out again. And the thing with this Knight coming out in practically every reading is that the concept of the shape-shifting energy. Some people have that as a real archetype, as a strong archetype. Not everyone does, Sagittarius. Not everyone does. You know, you look at actors, whatever. It's about, you know, having a large level of control over how you present yourself. When there's a lot of movement, change going on around you. In some ways, that's quite a positive aspect of shape-shifting energy, isn't it? Is that you can morph into, you know, whatever sort of either seems to be required for a certain environment, and at the same time it allows you to feel that you have some control over things that you don't actually have any control over. This is the kind of theme that's been running through with this character coming up all the time. Of course, fire of fire, and fire needs fuel. And so we can, you know, we can use that fiery nature or fiery element in really positive ways, but we can also use it in pretty exhaustive and draining ways as well if we in fact offer ourselves as fuel for someone else's fire. Do you know what I mean? So therein lies the you know, there's always two sides to everything here. But with that Knight of Wands, we have the Queen. We're talking about the Queen. We've got the Princess. You know, you've achieved, like this Queen of Wands, you've got the Emperor there. You've achieved something pretty big here for yourself, Sagittarius, so I would pat yourself on the back. The beautiful sunflower. It's not like you've just achieved something that is that and it ends there. It's actually, the thing that I get from this is that it's going to provide a lot of, if I can use the word, seeding, involving other people. It's as if there's a Sagittarian out there looking at people as seeds and being quite open to that. Gathering as many seeds as you can, because you know it's all is in the one is in the all of that kind of thing, as above, so below, all of that kind of stuff, Sagittarius. So it's pretty amazing. Let's look at the Ace of Cups for Sagittarius. Ace of Cups. Let's see. Strength. See if we can get one more. Strength. Yeah, this was, because I remember it was maybe in one reading or a while ago, or maybe in a few. This is a whole new thing, and you're doing it in a different way this time round. You're captain of your own ship, you could say, this time round. You're aware of that. You've been working on this. You don't get here or to the Emperor without working on this, you know. What is it? What's that thing in Monopoly? You get to pass go or something. I don't know. I can't remember. But You know what I mean? So you can't get there without having to deal with this, and that's what you dealt with strength. So we're talking about understanding your own patterns of thought, your the machinations of your own mind as much as you can, and having a level of control within that, because the mind needs a level of control, right? Self-limitation has been overcome. We see it here. This is suddenly, it's like that princess is launched out of a cannon, like Evel Knievel. Yes, I've arrived. I'm here. I'm overcoming whatever it was that I needed to overcome, which we all have things that we do need to. The self-limitations we place upon ourselves. This all occurred in an earlier video for you too. I do feel that. It reminds me of it. Then we have the 7 of discs. We're reviewing. How are we going to spread this baby around? We kind of know. You know how you're going to do it. Seed. That's just what I get. Seed and water. What more do you need, Sagittarius? And the 7 of discs is about review, whether that's in the tangible kind of farmer metaphor, or whether it is simply your energetics and how you have either, how you use that, how you revitalize yourself, how you, keep your cup generally always full. What things have worked in the past, what haven't, all of that. What are your boundaries? What's your self-esteem like? All of that sort of stuff, because it's like, well, yeah, I can feel that energy, that life force just kind of leaking out of me. We don't want that, do we? We never want that. So this is a review, an energetic review, if not a real physical, tangible review of one's life. So let's just get a Brian Frout, Pixie and Fairy for a little bit of a glimmer. Sagittarius. Yeah, we're basking in it. We're on it. So we've got Lace the Moon's Daughter. Very, very strong foundation there, but we're moving pretty quickly. Illuminated by the moon, all those little breadcrumbs along the path that we have imagined for so long. We are moving swiftly in the moonlight through that forest. It's beautiful. I love that. And then we have Aragon Star Cluster for you from the Mineral Rock Crystal. Earth healing, grounding, stress relief and vitality. I think you've got a lot of vitality to burn at the moment, Sagittarius. It's a really great reading. It's really jizzed up and powerful, and it's like, where's the gasoline, baby? Let's set it on fire. But you know what I mean? It's just a really lovely reading, because it's the one is in the all and all is in the one idea here, that it's one person's personal expression becomes beneficial for many. This is what it's all about. So on that note, Sagittarius, thanks for joining me. See you next time. Ka kite, and check out any reading titles that reach out to you. Okay, bye for now. Cheerio.